Welcome, everybody, to Stabilize and Mobilize, a class that really focuses on learning how to internally create the support for your muscles and through your connective tissue to help you feel more secure, more balanced, and stronger. Okay. I'm going to ask everybody in this class to come to a seat, whatever kind of seat you have. If you are using the floor, you want to be able to sit on something that, if possible, allows your knees to be slightly lower than your hips. So we don't want our knees up here. That will defeat the purpose of what you're going to try to work on. For me, I have this little throw pillow, and I'm going to fold it in half to give me a little bit more support in my pelvic bowl. And the reason to do that is if you sit high enough, the pelvis begins to rotate. So the femur heads come backwards as the torso lifts upwards. And you do this even if you're sitting in a chair or sitting on the edge of a bed, wherever you are. If you're sitting, your knees are slightly lower than your hips. Same concept. So if you are somebody who works all day at a computer, really important to make sure that your knees are lower than your hip bones, because that will allow the spine, which is what we're going to work on today in this class, will allow your spine to lengthen. And as the spine lengthens, your pelvis is placed in such a way that it allows the spine to lengthen. And when the spine lengthens, you feel tall, you feel supported, and you feel pulled in and grounded, which is what helps us to create the stability that allows us to gain mobility. All right. So wherever you are in your sitting practice, feel your ischium bones. Those are the sit bones at the base of your buttocks. Now, I don't need you to press down or anything. I just want you to place your hands right under the rib cage. And if you go to the center, it's really hollow here. If you push in right below your breastbone, it's really hollow. Your fingers can like almost squish in. But if you bring your fingers a little bit further out, you can feel like it's a little ropiness, a little muscle there. That's what I want you just to put your hands there. And as you exhale and you're pulling the belly in, you're going to feel this area lift up. So what we are not doing, and I'm going to turn sideways for you to see this, is what we're not doing is this. We're not trying to tip our upper body and our head back. What we're actually trying to do is to lift from the sit bones up through the psoas. This is the top of the psoas muscle. So as I exhale and I pull the navel center in, I feel the pelvis rotating. And therefore, the back is in neutral. And we'll talk a little bit about that when we get to the floor. With that happening, the spine lengthens. So now take your palms, rest them on your thighs, and either palms up or palms down. Totally up to you. Your elbows are right at your waist. Okay? And I just want you to take a moment with your eyes soft to the tip of your nose or your eyes closed. I'd like you to just pay attention to what the sensations are in your body, whatever they may be. Some of you will begin to feel the grounding of those ischium tuberosities, the sit bones, pressing down into the floor. Some of you might not only just feel the navel center pulling in and up, lifting your spine. Some of you might feel like you're pulling the shoulders up. Attempt to keep the shoulders down. Attempt to pull the belly in, pressing down and lifting up. Okay? So yoga is known as the law of opposites. So as I press down, I lift up. If I hunch over, I collapse all of these muscles, putting pressure on your pelvis. This is what creates the pushing out of and creating a prolapsed bladder, a prolapsed uterus, poor posture, lower back issues, rounding of the shoulders, neck muscles getting tight. So today we really want to work to try to figure out how to create support and length in the